Hello everyone, my name is Slothcakes and welcome back to another episode of Even Quicker Looks, where I give you an even faster quick look of suits followed up with some gameplay and commentary. Now today in the hangar, we don't have anything special, we have this very strange suit, and that's the Gouf. Now this isn't any Gouf variant, this is just the OG Gouf. But onto the lore, this guy is most recognized as Rombaral's Gouf. And this type of Gouf actually wasn't shown that much. Many Goufs you see are actually mass production variants of this guy and have very few changes, but we'll get into that when that happens. Now onto some more lore. This suit was a competitor with the Dom. When Xeon was looking for a new mobile suit, they were going against the Gouf and the Dom to which one to mass produce, and the Dom won since the Dom was cheaper to make and overall had more capabilities in close and long range. However, the Gouf was still favorited by many ace pilots like Rombaral. Now for some numbers, the Gouf is a level 1, 250 cost ground only raid type. And for the stats, biggest thing is he has some good amount of health for a raid type. That's probably the biggest notice that he has. These are low cost suits, so they're not going to be too unique. But onto enhancements, we're looking at a nice one of 450. The big thing is the extra part slots at 110, and for part slots we're looking at 10, 5, and 1. Here's the build I have. I have the enhancements, but I'm not going to show you guys an enhancement build because I really don't know what I have to build with this guy. It's kind of strange. I just go for damage and probably a little bit of health. But on the skills, like I said, 250 cost, no special skills right here, but he does have high performance balancers, 3 melee swings, and maneuver armor, which is good. But with that, let's just jump into training mode and see what this guy's about. Now let's start with the movement. All around the Gouf's pretty basic. It's 250 raid type. His turning speed's nice. You can just see it's not too fast, but it's not slow at all. A big thing to know is his shield. He has a small shield. It's actually a medium one. It has okay health, except the positioning is not the best. As you see with the Vulcan hand, this positioning is pointing up diagonal, which isn't the best thing. However, it gets better when it has its heat sword and heat rod out. Now speaking about the heat sword, this thing looks really cool. But for its swings, that's forward, side, and back. Nothing too noteworthy. They do great damage and have good range. Just animation wise, very normal. Now for its main weapon, the 5-barrel finger Vulcans. These are kind of weird guns. They're just finger guns, but they have a very fast takeout time, a fast reload time, have 35 shots per clip. The range is poor, but for a raid type I expect that, and for its rate of fire it's good. Just know that the longer you hold down the trigger, the wider the shot radius is going to be, so the range becomes even poorer, so you gotta be pretty close. Now for what it does in a mobile suit, very self-explanatory, super simple. If you get enough shots off, it will stun, and you're gonna have to land 20 shots to get a stun, which gives you 15 shots left over for missing, hitting the shield, or doing anything else. Now moving on to the heat rod. Now this is an interesting weapon, 1.5 second takeout time, and in between swings, you're gonna have to wait roughly 6 seconds. Also, it has 3 swings. This is the neutral swing, which is pretty alright. It has good range and it's perfectly straight. Here's its side swing. This has an excellent hitbox, practically covers 180 degree, and here's the backswing. It's very similar to the Gundam hammer's backswing, but on its way back, it doesn't have a hitbox. But for what this do on a mobile suit, neutral swing just gives you a good stun. You can follow that up easily. And for backswing, the swing's not practical. It's very slow and causes a knockdown. We'll talk about this later, but I can't find a good thing to do with this. And for side swing, easily your best swing, that hitbox is great. You have to wait a little bit till you can actually boost out of it, but you can get a combo out of it. Now with the hitbox to this thing, as you see, it's not hitting them and you're thinking, oh, the range, or is the hitbox bad? Well, it's disjointed. And you have to hit someone with the tip of the wire, or like the end part, to actually get a hit. Because as you see right here, the guy is diagonally behind me, but I can still hit him. And in this case, the guy is directly behind me, but I'm still able to hit him. You just gotta make sure you space this right, and same thing with the backswing, it's at the end, not the startup. Now for some combos, you can get this off of Vulcan. It's not guaranteed, but if you Vulcan them, you can try to wire them and try to catch them off guard. But the neutral one, you can go for the swings, knock them down, and go for some more swings. It's very practical and easy to do, and you can boost out of it fast. Now for the side swings, it's a lot more interesting just because you have to wait longer to get the boost off, but if you do it, you can easily get a combo. You just have to know that I'm boosting as fast as possible. I'm mashing the X button. I made sure to see if there's anything jank. See that time? That wasn't me just delaying it. I was making sure mashing the X button to see this is as fast as you can boost. Now with the side swing, you just gotta make sure you boost towards them if they're at a weird angle just because the range is good. But you know, that's just gonna take like a minute of practice, then you're good. Now moving on to the backswing, and easily the worst one. I was thinking if you got a melee backswing, you could do this, and it does radar damage, like makes the radar blurry, but the damage is so weak it's not practical. But I was saying, well, what happens if you get a backswing off? The whip. Well, you whip them. Look at all this time you have to wait before you can boost. You don't have enough time to do anything besides a forward swing, so I can't really see how good this is. And here's its counter. It's very simple and nothing to talk about, but anyways, let's get on to some gameplay. Alright, now I want to tell you guys about my overall opinion about this suit, like what do I think about it as a whole, and just in general, I don't think this is that great of a raid type. There's a lot to it, and I do have to say that it doesn't have a lot going for it. But before I get into that, I just want to show you my colors. This like white silver with red, oh, that thing looks beautiful. The Gouf looks beautiful in any colors you put into it. Like, just go into the paint shop and just paint it anything, and you're like, God, this thing looks amazing. But, you know, enough of me talking about how nice the Gouf looks. On to what I think. Like I said, the biggest thing it has is good health and good damage. But it doesn't have anything else to it. It can't do a lot of things. And because of that, it's not the best raid type at 250. Just because if you go any higher, you can't do anything else. Like, you can't use a level 2 Gouf that well, just because at level of the 300 cost, there's much more better raid types. And I would only recommend the Gouf if you're just really passionate about the Gouf, or if you're just really good at this game, or really good at the Gouf. Just, you have to really get good at that whip, and even when you have that, there's a lot of things that can just ruin your day. But other than that, even at the 250 cost, I think the GM light armor is a better raid type. It just does really nice things, especially since it has a ranged gun. It's more of, you're gonna have to work and put a lot of effort if you want to use the Gouf. I think this guy, I don't know if this guy's like a buff away from being like great, or if he needs like something to win. But other than that, that's basically my opinion. You know, my opinion could be terribly wrong. It could be right on. You know, this guy could be like the best raid type in 250, but just what I have with it and how I play, I don't find that much success with this guy. Also, another thing is in 250s, there's a lot of suits that just punch you in the face. In these lower costs, I run into a lot of GM Kamoofs, and the GM Kamoof, oh my god, that thing obliterates raid types. But you know, let's move on to the gameplay. And something I do want to talk about is the Gouf. He has this like nice little goofy finger guns, which is nice. But here's a nice little lore that you'll probably never need ever. But it's about the heat saber. Well, no, the heat sword. It's actually not heated. It's gonna sound strange, but it's this memory metal, and this is lore-wise in the Gundam universe. And when it's like cooled, it becomes like a normal half the size, like a dagger-esque shape. However, when it turns on and heats up, it grows and becomes that saber-like shape. And I always thought that was super interesting. And bunch of suits in the future don't have this because Xeon figured that's way too expensive to use, so they went with the regular heat saber instead of like this type. But that's the Gouf lore you can know. Probably won't help you with anything, you'll probably forget it. But you know, I know some really weird fun facts. Just I think I could win trivia if it was about Gundam. But let's move on to the gameplay, because it's been like a few minutes, I haven't even talked about it. We're in the deserts. I'm trying to hunt down the support. They're back there. I can't get them. I'm not great at the suit, but I feel like I should use my whip more. Just in general, if I'm around people, just hit them with the whip. I'm trying to get this guy. Oh, he countered, but yeah, I'm dead. I should have got that counter, but I'm not going to give it to that, and I'm dead. Yeah. I think the range to his melee is a little shorter than I'm actually thinking it is. Because I'm just a wee bit off, so I should probably... Just because there's a lot of variety in weapons in terms of range, I'm probably thinking it's a beam saber. But other than that, we do have a good lead, which is nice. And something I should do is be a little more ballsy. I stay a little too, like, comfortable. I should just try to get, like, the neutral whip on people and just smack them. Like this support, this gun cannon, I'm gonna go smack him. I missed. There we go. Gonna get him with another one, and I should have backswinged. I do not know why I did that. So thankfully he's not behind me. Gonna go grab him. Bonk. There we go. Yeah, I do lose like a lot of my spaghetti for some reason. I just blue screen in my brain, and I just completely lose whatever I'm doing or get sidetracked on something. It's always when you're looking at gameplay of yourself, you always think, man, I could have done better if I did this. I'm like, wow, why'd I do that? But, you know, you just can't keep doing that, because if you just keep looking at yourself like that, you're never going to improve. Now, I'm trying to whip this guy. I did whip him, so I'm going to pat myself on the back. It's a really good weapon. I just never use it. I think that's what makes a good Gouf player, is using that whip. And can I get that guy with the vault? Oh, I did. Nice. And you know, maybe I'm playing this guy wrong. Maybe he's a good support stunner. Like, you just go into a group, side whip, then just dip out and let your teammate get to them. Like, you know, maybe that might be the best way to play this guy. And you know, you guys tell me if you guys play the Gouf. What, like, ranking are you guys in? Do you guys see success? Just because the only cost I'm going to play this guy is at 250. And oh my god, that swung almost hit me. Ooh, and I got him with the counter. Nice. No, yeah, usually when a swing is even close to me, it always hits me. Mostly because of latency. And you know, that's why I probably think the whip would be a really good thing. Because latency would be on your side. Ooh, and I missed. How did that happen? What? Can someone give me the run by? I swung forward, he dived behind. Ooh, that was pretty strange. I'm gonna give, yeah. You know, battle operation, it giveth, it taketh. It's always different on what it's gonna happen. Sometimes it bugs out in your favor, and sometimes it doesn't. But I'm gonna do the thing that I'm pretty sure I'm the only person that does, is repair my suit. I don't know why I do this a lot, I just always do. But damn, that looks really nice. I love my color to that suit. Looks solid. But anyways, we have a minute left. We have a good lead. 2,000, what is that? Yeah, just about 2,000 points. Also, it is 250, so 2,000 points is quite a bit. So I'm going to try to do my best. We clashed beams. Can I get him with the counter? Oh, I should have done something. And running. I have no idea where he is. Oh. I don't know if this was on purpose, it probably is, but the smoke, I could have counted that. The smoke, well not the smoke, the sand dust that comes up when you move, does a really good job of just obscuring my vision. Just when that happens, I'm like, I can't see a thing. But yeah, the game ended, we did win. I should have counted and just gotten one less death, but like I say all the time, oh well. But no, I think we did solid. What did we get? Like, I want to say 3 kills. No, 6 kills, 3 deaths. No, 3 deaths, 5 kills, good damage. I always feel like 6 kills and 3 deaths is my average. Like, I always get that. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching Even Quicker Looks. Hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. So enjoy you guys' day and have a good one.